Economic growth and sustainability is a nationwide issue. As the country focuses on moving the economy forward, many states, including Connecticut, will face challenges. I'm Nathan O'Leary for Comcast Newsmakers in Comcast's Connecticut studio. Joining me today is John Rathgeber, President and CEO of the State of Connecticut's Business and Industry Association. John, welcome.
Thank you, Nathan.
Actually, it's a welcome back to the program.
Thanks.
Thank you. What are some of the challenges facing Connecticut, and what actions can be taken to combat these?
Well, you're exactly right. The biggest challenge facing Connecticut is to get our economy growing. Our employment rate is still around 9%. So we think it begins by restoring business confidence in the state, that it's a good place to do business, to encourage investment, encourage creation of jobs in the private sector. And to do that, I think there are a couple of fundamentals. One is to get our fiscal house in order. Connecticut is facing a budget deficit in the current year and more significant shortfalls in the upcoming biennial budget. So I think that's the #1 priority. The governor also has some recommendations on energy policy and the implementation of some of our educational reforms that took place last year.
Yeah, speaking of education reform, how's Connecticut fared since Governor Malloy signed the education reform bill?
Well, I think we're starting to make progress. Unfortunately, we had fallen behind states like Massachusetts and some of our other neighbors, and we had the largest achievement gap in the country between how our students from low-income families do versus some of our higher performing students. We also slipped in some of our basic performance tests. So the reforms that were passed last year, I think, are very important for the future of not only those students, so that they have the skills necessary to live good lives, but also for our economy, which depends on a very well-qualified workforce. And I think implementation is beginning. It's going to take a while. You don't fall behind and then catch up in 6 months. So it's going to take it's going to take a concerted effort over a period of time at the local level now to turn around some of our underperforming schools.
One area of business where actually Connecticut is doing better than other states across the whole entire country is with its local industries. And can you tell us a little bit about why?
I think one of the things that Connecticut has as a tremendous advantage is the diversity of its industry base, its economic base, particularly those companies that are selling products and services beyond Connecticut's borders, returning wealth to the state of Connecticut, and therefore the underpinnings of a stronger local economy. So I think while we're not doing particularly well when it comes to unemployment, we have a very bright future because these companies are world-class. They're large and small. They're in a lot of different industry types. And they can, quite frankly, sustain the kind of quality of life that people are looking for.
So as far as getting those industries and people forward, what are some of the barriers to that growth, to that opportunity we want to take to the next level?
Yeah, I think there's fundamental things. I mean, there's some cost issues in the state of Connecticut. It's not an inexpensive place to do business. So moving forward with an energy policy that helps create options for lower cost energy, more dependable energy, and cleaner energy, quite frankly, is one major area. And as I mentioned, the fiscal policies in the state of Connecticut, we've got to get them in order, and we have to be able to solve our budget problems without raising taxes or fees. And we went through one of the largest tax increases in Connecticut history, so it's time now to lean our government and move forward.
Now, you've been doing this for 35 years, so you obviously have a big picture look. How do you see the business landscape shaping up in the next couple of years?
I'm actually very optimistic. If we do things right in the next General Assembly and with this administration, I think we can restore that business confidence. We can get growth back in Connecticut, and we can have a quality of life that we all are looking for.
All right, thank you very much, John Rathgeber, President and CEO of Connecticut's Business and Industry Association. Thank you for joining us for Comcast Newsmakers. Until next time.